Pregnancy just automatically brings so much unsolicited advice. Like, it is ridiculous the amount of just information that you'll get from family, friends, from Google, Facebook groups. It can be overwhelming, and a lot of the times that information is not applicable to you and or your lifestyle. Hey y'all, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and this is Bump to Birth, the place where we discuss navigating birthing babies and building businesses, and today we're talking about all things doulas. But before we jump in, if you haven't joined our YouTube family, make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Let's jump into it. Usually when I tell people I work as a doula, the first response that I get is, oh, so you deliver babies? Not necessarily. The confusion is definitely understandable. Doulas and midwives often share some of the same roles, but there are some very key distinct differences that separate the two. But today I'm really gonna focus on what a doula is. But y'all let me know in the comments below if you want to know the difference between a doula and a midwife. So think a walking childbirth education class, or literally your Google for all things birth, babies, and parenting. Like, we're literally there to spit out information that is evidence-based. There are so many different types of doulas. There's labor doulas, postpartum doulas, full spectrum doulas, bereavement doulas. Hell, I think there's a doula for everything, honestly. I personally specialize in labor support, meaning that when a woman is in labor, I really just am her best friend throughout her entire pregnancy. So any questions that she has, I'm answering those. If she needs someone to go with her to her doctor's appointments, I'm going with her to those. I'm there when she has the baby for the entire duration of the labor. So no matter if it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 12 hours, or 24, I'm there the entire time. And then I visit with mom after she has baby too. So I'm literally, like I mentioned, the best friend. So I go along the entire process. Doulas are as involved as you want them to be. Sometimes I'm with a mom like literally every day through the experience. Some moms I see like twice a month. Some moms I see like once every couple months. Like, it just really depends on what they want. Doulas provide evidence-based information and really help you process and plan for what you want your birth experience to be. Like, me personally, I'm really big on experiences and creating like this ideal scenario for like birth and labor. So if that means like you want dim lights, you want aromatherapy, you want, you know, some slow Erykah Badu, whatever you want, like I'm really there to kind of create that moment. Better than that. When you're pregnant, you'll receive so much unsolicited advice. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous the amount of advice that you like immediately start getting the moment you find out you're pregnant. Like, literally the moment that the little line comes on the pregnancy test, is like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to go there, you need to meet with this person, like this is what's good and this is what's not good. How the heck are you supposed to decide, like, when you have all of that information coming at you? And Lord, please don't log on to Google and start doing a Google search. Like, just don't do it, because it's not good. The moment you log on to Google and start looking up birth, parenting, and pregnancy, like, it's like a mine. Like, there's so much information out there in the world, I wouldn't dare. Those provide reassurance and they really affirm your choices. It's so important to have a cheerleader and a team that backs you and what you want, especially for your birth. Like, no birth is ever going to be the same. No pregnancy is ever going to be the same. So it's really important for you to feel validated with your feelings, with the things that you want. I'm right there to help you do that. This question that I get from parents are, what are the practical things that doulas do? Like, what are you really doing? Like, you see the pictures and you see me in the labor and birth room, but during pregnancy, like, what are we doing? So one thing that we're doing is childbirth education. So really just making sure that you're aware of like what's normal, like what happens during labor. Are there stages of labor? We just really educate you on like what's normal for the body to do, like when you're laboring. What options do you have for pain medication, you have for food, like can you eat or drink? There are so many things that we can provide education on, but childbirth education is the biggest thing. One of the other hallmarks outside of just being there the entire time you're in labor is that doulas are accessible. You can call or text us at any period of time and know that you're going to get a response from us. I can remember trying to call my doctor's office when I had a question about like anything, and I would have to go through the nurse line or through the triage line, tell them like my whole entire story, get transferred to someone else, but at the end of the day I never spoke directly to my doctor. That was so frustrating for me, like to be able to have someone that I could call or text any of my questions to and know that I was getting a response, and a response directly from them was like the greatest benefit of having a doula. Why might you want a doula? You can't do it all, and there's no reason you have to. Be selfish a little bit. Like, doulas are there to help you. Doulas are literally there to be your cheerleader, your support, making sure that your wishes and desires are taken care of, making sure that you have somebody that is listening to you. Like, how amazing is that? One of the biggest things, there's no risk to having a doula. Like, absolutely none at all. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video.